honoring the humanitarian achievements of the world's most celebrated star. Tonight, from beautiful Palm Desert, California, America's all-star tribute to Elizabeth Taylor. Starring June Allyson, Burt Bacharach, Charles Bronson, Beau Bridges, Carol Burnett, Sid Charisse, Bob Hope, Roddy McDowell, Ann Miller, Dudley Moore, Margaret O'Brien, Mickey Rooney, Kenny Rogers, Carol Bear Sager, Robert Stack, and Stevie Wonder. Please welcome America's Hope Award honoree, Miss Elizabeth Taylor. Stay tuned for Charles Bronson, Carol Burnett, and Dudley Moore. Mr. Charles Bronson.
Thank you very much. Tributes and salutes always make me a little nervous because it gives everybody an excuse to spill the beans, you know, while passing out the roses. Well, tonight we're here to present Elizabeth with America's second annual Hope Award. A gesture of our thanks for her generous humanitarian efforts that have inspired confidence and hope in others. There's another side of Elizabeth's achievements, her films. I had the pleasure of working with her on a picture called The Sandpiper. And there we are. For a lady who absolutely loves all kinds of gifts, we have some special surprises for you, Elizabeth. Like a clip from your first picture, remember? Your co-star was Alfalfa Sweetser, the kid from our gang comedies. This is how America first met you.
I'm going to sing a campaign song entitled Lemuel P. Twine for Mayor, and written by,
By yourself, stupid.
Gloria Allen. Me. You who voted, you can't lose. Take some care with the man you choose. Listen to the people's voice, then you'll know their choice. That's the sign that we want Twine for mayor.
The film was called There's One Born Every Minute, and they couldn't have been more wrong. There's only one Elizabeth Taylor, and she's been captivating us ever since.
Carol Burnett and Dudley Moore.
Thank you very much. It's a thrill to be here for our dear friend Elizabeth. And I think that a lot of us here tonight grew up with Elizabeth. I know I did.
Yes.
course, she's a little bit older than I am, but she was a movie star. This lady was a movie star when she was only 6 years old in Lassie Come Home. And I remember how jealous I was, but, well, Elizabeth, I'm not anymore. And since this is a night of truth and love, Dudley and I have a little confession to make. Tell her, Dudley.
Well, Elizabeth, Carol and I were discussing backstage how, talking about as children, how envious we were of you.
Yeah, I was full of it.
Not as full of it as I was, Carol.
Well, be that as it may. I remember when I read, when she was 16 years old, that she was going to do a love scene with Robert Stack, I turned absolutely green.
Yeah, I can understand that, because I remember in National Velvet,
Yeah,
you know, when I
yeah.
saw how confident she was, even
Yeah.
on a horse.
Yeah.
I turned chartreuse.
And when she was 12, you know, and she started to blossom,
Oh.
I'm still waiting.
Yeah. She was so chummy with the royal
Yeah.
family that I wanted to take those royal corgis.
Yeah, I
you
know. I wanted to knock her perfect little teeth out of her perfect little mouth.
I mean,
That's what I wanted to do.
everybody loved her for being short.
Yeah,
Me, no.
yeah.
I wanted to...
Well, of course, I mean, but... It is such a relief now that we have matured.
Yes. Yes, childhood is so
Yes, it
painful,
is.
I think, when you're consumed with envy, and
Yes.
thank God we've grown into mature human beings who've learned to accept ourselves.
Yes, we have. Warts and all.
Warts, Carol?
Oh, no, I don't mean that literally. I mean that warts and all, that's just an expression. It means our little imperfections. Warts and all.
Oh, I see, yes, exactly. And by accepting them, of course, they
Yes,
disappear.
that's
Yes,
right.
yes.
And that's why tonight we can stand here
And sit here.
and we can honestly say that tonight we are filled with nothing but respect and admiration and humility and gratitude.
And above all, love. For you, Elizabeth. How could we not love Elizabeth? She's so beautiful and wise. How could we not love Elizabeth with those legendary eyes? How could we not love a lady who seems to come from paradise, whose every moment seems to be the stuff of dreams, who married Bridget Burton twice? How could we not love Elizabeth? She's no ordinary dame. How could we not love Elizabeth? She puts all of us to shame. How could we ever dare to ask the question, mirror, mirror on the wall, there's one, only one, Elizabeth, the fairest one of all.
Dudley, did you know something? Elizabeth has a double row of eyelashes.
No, that's mascara.
No, it only looks like mascara. The woman, it's a freak thing of nature. She was born with a double row of eyelashes.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you know that? Well, no, it's all right. I can accept her beauty. There's no envy here.
Carol, good girl, Carol.
Still a double row of eyelashes.
Carol, how could we envy Elizabeth? She's so worshipped and adored. How could we envy Elizabeth? Her Academy Awards. How could we ever dare to not be grateful? Summer, winter, spring, and fall. There's one, only one, Elizabeth, the fairest one.
being jealous all over again. She's got everything, even her own perfume, and I'm wearing it.
So am I. No, Carol, dear, I want to remind you of something you said. You said that you have warts, right?
Yes.
Well, now, listen, if you have warts, then I have warts.
Yes.
Right. Now, then, if you have warts and I have warts, then he has warts.
Yes.
And if you have warts and I have warts and he has warts, then...
Everybody has warts.
All of us, Carol?
All of us, Dudley.
Even Elizabeth?
There is a God.
How could we not love Elizabeth? Who could ever fill her shoes? We could, Carol. Yes. How could we not love Elizabeth? She has more than paid her dues.
Just like us, Dud.
Right. How could we not love a lady whose friendship is a fact of life?
Loyal to the end.
Who's everybody's friend and almost everybody's wife. Three, four. How could we not love Elizabeth through her thick and through her thin? How could we not love Elizabeth in whatever shape she's in? How could we ever dare to not adore her, the belle of everybody's ball?
How could we not love Elizabeth?
There's one, only one, Elizabeth. My God, how we love you, Elizabeth. Warts and all.
I might as well start at the beginning. The first jump is just a plain heady jump, and then...
My, don't tell me anymore.
Well, you've got to know the order of the jumps and the tricks of the race. There's a lot to know.
No use. Everyone riding out there tomorrow will know more than I do. It's no use, mine.
You think a race like this is won by luck?
No. By knowing the pie can win and telling him so.
Mr. Mickey Rooney.
It was I who first cut Miss Elizabeth Taylor's hair. Actually cut it. I was scared to death to have done it, but I did it. I cut her hair and I lost mine. Elizabeth Taylor was a child star. I think that we should show a few clips of just what things were like many, many, many weekends ago.
How is she, huh?
Oh, looking better, Your Grace.
It's a little dull to me.
I think if you try straining her water through some linseed, it would make her look better.
Linseed, Miss Priscilla.
How did you know about that?
I just happen to know, that's all.
You're too young to understand some things. Have you ever really felt keen about anything?
Oh, yes.
Horses. What does it feel like to be in love with a horse?
I lose my lunch.
You're a child. Here's when you feel it. It skips a beat.
I'm ready, Mr. Taylor.
You may go, Miss March.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You can send it back.
Oh, darling, no one would take that back once they got rid of it.
You can send them all back. The wedding's off.
Kay, what are you saying?
Just that. I'm not going to marry Buckley. I found out something about him that
unforgivable.